Sam and welcome to today's video, which bit of a random one, I'll be honest. As you can probably see behind me, it is snowing. We've had some really weird weather and I'm going to be honest, I just haven't really had time to film anything. My last video was out on Christmas Eve, I think, so you know, not doing a very good job at being active like I said I would. But yeah, so I've not really had a chance to film anything. So I put a poll up on Instagram to see what people wanted. Should I just sort of merge together some of my recent rides on a couple of them and, you know, put that in a video, and everyone said yes. So that's what I'm doing. As you can probably see from my face, I am very flushed. It is very, very cold. I've got several layers on. So yeah, I thought I would just put together some clips, and I'm going to be honest, they've not been great rides. It's just one of those things, but I really want this channel to be sort of honest and authentic, so that involves showing the good, the bad and the ugly. And trust me, these rides have definitely been bad and ugly. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and again, sorry that it's a bit of a random one, but hopefully you can enjoy seeing the ponies in the snow. Look at that view. As you can probably just about see, it is starting to snow again. We're forecasted all day, so that's going to be really fun. But yeah, so I will crack on with some clips of my recent rides, and I hope you enjoy. Right, so full disclosure guys, Philly is a horse that really thrives off routine, and recently she hasn't been able to have a routine, hence why she looks the way she does when we're riding. She's been really quite naughty. She's very fresh because she's full clipped, and working her has been quite difficult because, for those of you who don't know, the yard that we're on now, it's a private yard that we rent, and it hadn't actually had horses on for over 2 years. There's been nobody here, so the menage has sort of just gone to rot and ruin. The surface isn't great, there's not really enough on it, and it's quite deep and sandy in some places, and it's very, very wet. So with it being so wet, now that we've got the horrible weather come in, where it's been sort of -3, 4, even 5 overnight, it's been freezing. So obviously when the menage is frozen, I can't ride, it's rock solid. I have a couple of times taken them up and just ridden them around and walk, if it's not been too bad, just so that I can stretch their legs. But yeah, so Philly hasn't been able to have like loads of schooling and really consistent riding, and she really thrives off the consistency of being ridden sort of 5-6 times a week. And because I can't do that, as I say, she's very, very fresh. She's been quite challenging, and you know, there's a lot of things I need to work on with myself as well. I really need to put some new reins on her bridle. Sorry if you can hear the traffic in the background. I really need to put some new reins on her bridle because she just has leather ones, and I'm struggling to keep a grip on them when she sort of snatches and tries to run off. So all things like that. I've been trying to work on just slowing her trot, which again, not easy, and her canter, well, you can see from the videos what her canter is like. So yeah, as I say, I just want to keep it very real. And this is the real side of horses. Things don't always go great. Philly is up to date with everything, so I don't want anyone to worry that there's anything wrong with her. There's not. She is absolutely fine. As I say, she's just really fresh from not being able to consistently be in work. Now, we do put our horses out every day. So far this winter they've stayed in one day because the rain was torrential and they didn't want to go out, frankly. We do get them out every day, even if it's just for an hour or two. I really think it's important that they get out and stretch their legs, and frankly I wouldn't want to do the hand walking or lunging of 6 horses who have been stuck in for days. It's a problem we've had in the past on livery yards when the yard owners have had to keep them in because of the land. But now, because we've got so much land and we can manage it all ourselves, it's great. We can, you know, as I say, do it all by ourselves. And they can go out every day, even if it's just in our trash paddock, which is, you know, literally just there for them to smash up and we put hay in it. So next up is Sparky, and for those of you who don't know, he is my 5-year-old, but he is just being backed. He's not long turned 5, end of September last year. And he's a very young 5, he's a rescue, and he's taken a long time to grow into himself and mature. As you can see, he's still quite scrawny. And yeah, as I say, he's just being backed. We tried with him 2019, end of the year, so when he was 4. And it didn't work. He wasn't taking to it. Every time we rode him, he was rearing, and there was no reason for it. We had all the checks done for him. There was nothing wrong with him. He just wasn't taking to his work. So we made the decision to turn him away again, even though we really hadn't done, well, really any work at all with him. We'd only done a tiny bit of walk and trot, and as I say, he was just unruly. So we decided to turn him away, let him grow up a bit more, and that has worked really, really well. He's come back so strong this year, and he's been really well behaved until this past week, when, as I say, cold weather, fresh ponies, it's not the world's best combination, and Sparky is also clipped because he gets a really long coat, and he was just getting too sweaty, even though I don't ride him for very long. So yeah, he's been quite fresh, and you can see from the videos we get the odd buck. You know, he sort of, it's like he sees an invisible jump sometimes. He drops his shoulder, all things like that, just baby things, and I really don't mind because he is a baby. So as you can see, I tend to just sort of push him through it, and you know, by the end he's going much, much nicer. And I had another ride on him the other day, and he was really good. He was a lot better, so it's definitely paying off. You know, he's hopefully going to come nice over the next few months. I'm, you know, cautious not to rush him. And I just want to teach him, now I just want to teach him more how to work long and low over his back. It's something that he struggles with, he can't really pick it up. You know, he just doesn't understand the rein cues yet. So hopefully that's something I can keep working on with him if the menage thaws out anytime soon. So these couple of clips, they're just very short clips. These are my friend's 5-year-old, his name's Big Mac, and he is an ex-race horse straight off the track 6 months ago, and he's just being brought back into work, and my friend, also called Sam, kindly let me have a little ride on him, and honestly, he is such a sweetheart, but he's so lazy, bless him. You wouldn't think he was an ex-racer, but yeah, I just thought I'd include these because, well, he's really cute. He's big, he's like well over 17 hands now, so it was nice to ride a sort of big horse for a change. Last up, this is Hope, and for those of you who don't follow my Instagram, I have had Hope for coming up for 4 years now, and in that entire time I think she was ridden for about 3 months, maybe 4. When I got her, she cow kicked a lot, and you know, the charity I got her from said, yep, that's normal, and I was like, yeah, okay, it's just behavioural, which it was. But the problem that we encountered was because she was doing it so much, she pulled her back out because she was getting that stress when she was ridden that it wasn't good. So it got to a point where I really wasn't happy, and I said, no, we need to get the physio out for her because I just think something's not quite right. I'd say this was after a few months of having her. The physio came out and said basically she's just not strong enough. She's pulled all her back out, and it's going to take a long time to strengthen her up again. So she had a lot of time off, and then we did a lot of rehab with, you know, lunging and long reining, things like that. And then so this was 2 years ago now, I was just starting to bring her back into work, and she was being really good. We were taking it really slow. The yard we were at had like a track system between all the fields, so there was just loads of riding out on site without going on the road, so that was perfect. I was just taking her out and around, and she got kicked by another horse and hurt her leg. We think she did a tendon injury, but it wasn't a vet job, luckily. I did initially think that she broke her leg when I first heard the kick because it was awful, and she ran off literally on 3 legs, but I think it was more the shock than anything else. And as I say, she did come back, a few days box rest, and she was fine. You know, we spoke to the appropriate people on advice on what to do with her. And Hope is very stressy, so it was agreed that if we could avoid putting her through loads of vet treatments and things, we would. We'd just see how she got on. So we did, and thankfully she was okay. But that has meant she's been out of work again now for 2 years. I just didn't feel comfortable bringing her back in. She's done a lot of lunging, because obviously I want to strengthen the leg again. So a lot of lunging, you know, sort of get her stretching over her back and things. And now finally I've made the decision to start riding her again and just going to play it by ear. I'm going to see how she takes to it. If she's unhappy, then I'm not going to do it. I'm not looking for a world beater. I'm not bothered if we can get to competitions. It would just be nice if I can get her just going. So as you can see, I'm just riding her and walk at the moment. We did have a little trot, which was my mistake. I shouldn't have asked for it because she got really tight and stressed. So definitely not going to be asking for another trot for a while yet. So I've ridden her 3 days now. This was the second day. And on the third day, she was so much better. She was so relaxed. Even when she spooked, she didn't really do anything. She just shot forward and then stopped and was really good. So I was really, really happy with her. And yeah, so that's where I'm up to with her. Hopefully she can keep getting stronger and we'll see how she goes. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. As I say, I know it was a bit of a weird one, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I've done a bit of voiceover that I might put in. I don't know, I'm a bit funny with voiceovers. But yeah, so that's it for today's video. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and check out my social medias that are always in the description below. I would really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time for the next video. Bye.